When I came to Friends Education, I realized that there was a real coalescing of my own values as an educator in the way that we did things. So the idea that you could learn about what it meant to be a good person alongside learning about all the subjects, to me felt so holistic and so correct, that we were helping young people to know themselves as much as we were teaching them about the world.
Adults here really believe in the Quaker principle of students having an inner light. And we engage with each student as a unique individual and in a very human and egalitarian way. Embedded in our culture at Friends is a sense of responsibility and stewardship, a sense of stewardship and care for the community that we work so hard to develop and maintain here at school, as well as a sense of care and responsibility for the world at large.
So Meeting for Worship is a time when we gather as a community, either in classroom groups or in grade level groups, or once a month as a whole school community. It's a time for silent reflection, to let the busyness of our lives settle. We think about going back to simplicity, letting the clutter of our lives settle and focusing on what's important.
So we really work to create a culture of belonging here at Friends by seeing, supporting, honoring all of the identities that our students, families, and our faculty and staff bring to the table.
For us, service learning really is driven by our mission, where it clearly says that we engage with the world with kindness and conviction, working towards the Quaker ideal of a more caring and just society.
Childhood is a stage of life that is formative in who a child becomes later on when they're an adult. Kids learn how to empathize with each other through play. They learn how to work together, to collaborate together through play.
Play is a priority, and so that is alive and well in all of our conversations and our teaching and our learning. Thinking about prioritizing making time for children to play, knowing that's how they learn most naturally and most joyfully.
It's not necessarily us saying 2 + 2 is 4. It's about them discovering that 2 + 2 is 4, and when they realize that they can come to understandings by themselves, they're so eager to discover more on their own.
I think one of the aspects of kindergarten that is really important is community. And we start small at the beginning of the year, but by the end of the year, we are thinking about community in a much larger sense of our neighborhood and the people in our community. And we start thinking about how community members help each other.
Kindergarten is magic to me. I've taught many different grade levels, and I keep coming back to kindergarten. And it's not actually magic, it's child development and hard work and joy all wrapped up in one. But I love watching a child's awareness go from looking very inward to slowly looking outward.
I really feel as a math teacher empowered to choose to go deep as opposed to wide, which means that my students can really investigate deep questions and that I have the kind of autonomy and joy in following what they're interested in or designing something new or being creative with my own curriculum, because I know that I'm prioritizing what's important for my students, and it's the students' interaction with the curriculum.
So we start the year off with a study of ecology and ecosystems, and so our students take on this role as environmental detectives to find out what's killing the fish in this fictitious place called the Gray Bay area. I always start off, explaining to my students so much of what scientists do ends in failure. And so I think that's one of the things that I love to see our 8th graders leave the Friends School with, is that confidence and that security to know that, yeah, I'm gonna mess up, but I'm gonna have the opportunity to go at it again and keep trying until I get things to the better outcome that I'm hoping for.
The program at Friends is built on the notion that success in life is going to require everybody to be a critical thinker, to be able to collaborate, to know oneself so that we can ask deep questions and operate in the world with kindness. One of the things about Friends School graduates is that their values feel like they're a part of them, and they're able to embody integrity and all of these other values so deeply.
They leave here knowing more about themselves and also how they might be able to contribute to efforts that are larger than themselves.
They leave here knowing themselves. They leave here feeling safe in their skin.
We're so proud to see the ways that our students go out into the world and let their lives speak.